Okay. Okay. So you are prepared well, or
Yes, sir.
just in the knack of online examinations? I think your examinations will be conducted offline in schools.
Sir, last time in India, the exam were conducted in online and offline mode both. But I have given it from offline.
Okay. 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 Let's start the session. Uh, Good morning to one and all. Good evening to one and all. Okay, so I'll invite Vaishnavi for the first lecture. Vaishnavi?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Today's my top. Today, I am going to speak about Pulwama attack of 2019. The 2019 Pulwama attack occurred on 14th February 2019 when a convoy of vehicles carrying Indian security personnel on the Jammu Srinagar National Highway was attacked by a vehicle borne suicide bomber at Lethapora in the Pulwama district on the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. The attack killed 40 Indian Central Reserve Police Force, uh, upper, police force personnel as well as the perpetrator. Adil Ahmad Dar, who was a local Kashmiri youth from the Pulwama district. The responsibility for the attack was claimed by the Pakistan based Islamist terrorist group Jaish-e-Mohammed. India blamed neighboring Pakistan for the attack, while the latter condemned the attack and denied having any connections to it. The attack dealt a severe blow to India Pakistan relations, consequently resulting in the 2019 India Pakistan military standoff. Subsequently, India investigation identified 19 accused. By August 2021, the main accused, along with six others, had been killed and seven had been arrested. On 14 February 2019, a convoy of 78 vehicles transporting more than 2,500 Central Reserve Police Force from Jammu to Srinagar on traveling on National Highway 44. The convoy was scheduled to reach its destination before sunset. And lastly, I salute to those soldiers who died in that Pulwama attack. And Jai Hind, thank you.
Okay. Today is a great day and a day of remembrance to our national heroes, the 40 CRPF personals who lost their lives in the Pulwama attack. So the whole nation is paying tribute to them, and it is a good start. Vaishnavi first only has on this topic and speak upon this. It is kind of remembrance to this, and all we should, all as a youth and as a citizen, we should pay tribute to their lives because 24/7 they are working and they are guarding our boundaries and they are protecting us. Because of them only we are safe and we are steadily, we have many freedoms because of them only. Okay, good Vaishnavi. Okay, next, Om.
Sir, I can speak.
Sorry,
Sir, Gayatri.
Gayatri, yes, please.
Okay, friends. Hello, friends. Good evening. Today I am tell you about Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet is the solar system. Jupiter is the hydrogen and the helium gas, and so it is also called a gas giant planet. Jupiter Jupiter takes 433 Earth Earth the takes to the computer one the hydrogen around the sun. This planet has 79 satellites. Jupiter has the four rings. Jupiter has the four rings. Jupiter is the fifth planet. Jupiter is the fourth biggest object in the sky, and one of the five the receivable planets. The atmosphere, the surrounding Jupiter, is the largest planetary atmosphere in the solar system. It has a total of it has a total of 79 confident moons. Jupiter, Jupiter, the explained is 200 time more asteroid had compared in packs that the asteroid and the comment impacts more the asteroid and the comment impacts the earth. It is a it is a gas giant and it lacks a true surface. It is of about 19 hydrogen and 10 element. Size of the Jupiter th- 130 Earth. Think colorfully clouds of the definitely pleasant gas the surround Jupiter. Gravity of the Jupiter to to five times of if you weight 30 kilogram ch earth, then you will weight 75 kg 50 on Jupiter. One day on Jupiter is 9 hours 56 minutes. One gate on Jupiter site Earth years, Jupiter as the 53 minutes. Books, scientists have the discrete 14 months every day. Biggest moons know the temperature. Naturals 1 day high and the under fatal to the spot any fire. Thank you, sir.
Okay, a lot of information on Jupiter. I think you have covered everything, and it is great to see you. I remembered in the last session we have conducted a tributary session to Lata Mangeshkar ji. I have given you one task that you should be coming up with one name of Paramvir Chakravarti. So I hope you all are ready with it. Before you give your lecturate, I want a name of Paramvir Chakravarti from you guys. Okay. Okay. So who will be the next now? Samiksha, you want to go?
No, sir, I will wait for 2, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, till I can.
Ashish is ready.
Yeah, I can.
Krishna is ready. Okay. Krishna, please.
Good evening, everyone. Today's my news about books. How books are important in our life. Books play a quadrilateral role in every student life. There are many people who found of reading books. The books are available in almost all the languages like Hindi, Marathi, English, Math, and anyone can read books. They are developed language. The books are our real friends. They are our guides. Books can teach us many things. This found there we can we can learn many things from books, and books are important for all the importance of value education and all help to get more focus, and books are also develop skills in students. Books make student intelligent and increase the knowledge of student. I have a short poem about books. Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, and some are exciting. But you will never turn the page. You will never know what the next chapter holds. Thank you, bhaiya.
Okay. You know, the best hobby one could have is of reading, and books plays a very important role in our life. Apart from what you study for your academics, for your final examinations, to clear the standards and to get admissions into the next standard. Apart from that, whatever books are there, may it be novels, may it be some fiction books, may it be autobiographies. So all these books keeps us enhances our knowledge, and by reading it, a voracious reader always has a very intelligent and knowledgeable mind. So reading is a very good habit. I think Krishna, you read books apart from your academics.
Yes, sir. Some favorite books.
Okay, so even though if you some of you are not getting time for reading or not having that habit of reading, I recommend you to read anything of in any your native language also, or if you read in English, it will be very good for your communication, for your good pronunciation skills. You will get to know the spellings of each word, how to write that. So all these all will add to your knowledge. Okay, good, Krishna. Will be the next speaker now.
मैं भैया
Yes, Ashish.
भैया आई कैन ओपन माय कैमरा
Yes, yes, Ashish.
ओके भैया very good evening to all of you. Today's my new word is friar meaning in Hindi is tapasvi, and today's my new topic is secularism meaning in Hindi is dharma nirpeksh, and in English separation of religion from the state. And whenever we saw in our past, then the ruler have a priest, and they suggestion to ruler how to govern a country, and this in secular these types of not happen occur in past. Whenever we saw the a country is ruled by a religion based, like priest of the country, priest of the kingdom. And whenever we see in a secularism in these types of, they have not to they have not governed the country at the basis of the religion. They have governed a country for making a government. And I will also tell that what why is important to separation of religion from the state. For for democratically function, for any of the country function democratically. And then we have to, whenever we see, whenever when we not when we a country not secular, then they not have right to choose his government. And in secular countries have right to choose their government. For like in Hindu, in India have Hindu in majority, and Muslim have in minority, and Sikh are also in minority. Whenever in India have 80% of Hindu, and 15% are Muslim. And whenever in basis of when we make up on the basis of government for a religion, then our country is not grow. And this is the benefit of separation of religion from the state. And second is individual right. Individual right for the free, for individual right for religion. Whenever any of the government government people are not enforce any person to, you have choose, you have not right to change your religion. And this is the also important of separation of religion from the state. And definition of secularism is means whenever a group, any religion group are not dominant to minority group religion. And first point is this definition of the secularism means a country country have a like many of the groups like Hindu, Muslim, and Sikh, Isais, and any of the religion like majority is not govern the country to suppress the minorities people, and this is the definition of first secularism, and second is in a same religion the person are not suppressed any of the group of like whenever we saw in our past the priest like west brahmins are suppressed like they have called the low caste have untouchables, and they call they are untouchables in this our constitution makers are constitution framers are these as uh, in these incidents constitution framers are make this law, and third is any of the state or the government are not enforces to any of the religions like whenever we have not any of the government have not right to suppress or enforce it to any of the religion to change your religion and not change your religion, and in secular countries in secular country definition is the, and how to practice secularism in India, and how to practice secularism in India. First point is strategy of non-interference. Whenever we I I told a story about two peoples. Two peoples are in standing standing in two friends are two peoples are friend. First is Sikh and second is Hindus. Hindus people are wear a helmet whenever go any of the traveling, and Hindu people are said the why are you not wear a helmet, then six are say that I have to write I government have given to write me I am whenever I have a case then I have a whenever a case then I am not wear a helmet, and this is the strategy of not interference of religion in the cases. And second is also Sikh have also have a knife whenever he any of the places gone there, and then the government have not right to suppress, and they have not right to say that this is the not use for your. And second point is strategy of intervention. Strategy of intervention means whenever any of the peoples are have not right any of the religion have not right to like human rights for cut like human beings have not means I don't meaning of the balidan I have not the sacrifice, yes, sacrifice whenever any of the religion have not right to people any of the human beings to sacrifice. And second is untouchables. In these cases the government have right to intervention of these cases. And third is strategy of equal rights means whenever we go in any of the government schools and police have given all the rights of the citizens of India have equal, and this is the these all 3 points are this all three things are practice these all the three types of practice in India. And thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Okay, good Ashish. Just a reminder to all of you while you spoke, just keep in mind a time limit of 3 minutes. Okay, whatever you speak, try to speak in very concise way so that other speakers should also get a time and we should not exceed a time limit of 1 hour. Uh, it is not that we cannot go for one beyond 1 hour, but if you try to speak within a limit of 3 minutes, it will be good. Okay, all of you. Okay, so Ashish covered a very important topic, secularism. So, in India, what is our biggest strength? The biggest strength is that we have not declared any religion as our nation's religion, and we have adopted secularism in our constitution. We have given equal rights to every religion and right of practicing one's religion and faith to every citizen. So there are a lot of controversies going on. If you see the very developed nations like USA, France, very Eastern nations, why they become superpower? The biggest thing is that they have always promoted the thing of equality and always respected every other religion. If they would have not acknowledged other religions, then probably they would not be the superpower. If you are seeing Pakistan, how the minorities in that Pakistan region are getting troubled, so because of that, you are seeing Pakistan's condition today. So, in the other perspective, where India, we have a lot of diversities of various cultures and religions. So, it is very important that we should protect and respect each and other's religion if you want to be the next superpower and if you want to rule the world. Okay, very good, Ashish. Will be the
भैया
next speaker. Naman?
भैया may I? Yeah, भैया.
Yes, yes.
Okay, भैया. Thank you. So first of all, very good evening to all the gentlemen who are present here. As well as daily activity. Today's my meaning is render. RENDER. Render means होता है प्रस्तुत करना. Okay, so today I would want to select a one topic. It means it is a very interesting topic and it's a very necessary topic whenever we have want to view it about a sociological view. So my lecture or it means or my topic name is Article 15. So first of all, I would want to tell you it means in which thing our Article 15 is coming. So there is a fundamental right of which we have know that it brings from the Constitution of America. So in an article, it means in a fundamental rights. There's a lots of rights that we have. It means whenever you are a citizen of any country, so you should want to know all the things regarding to your fundamental rights or human rights. So in them there is a right to equality, and in right to equality, it comes interval 14 to 18. So in them there is Article 15. So, what is the it means what is the thing which is happening in Article 15? So we know that there's a lots of article, but according to my opinion, it is a very necessary for us that we have want to know about it. So, so in Article 15, there's a four clues. Okay. So in them first, there is a written there that don't be discriminate of anything which is raised to caste, religion, sex, creed, language, we could not want to discriminate. Why? Because it is written in a country in a fundamental right. So in Article 15, clues 2, it is there that removal of disability, liability, or restrictions of conditions. It means we have a right to go in any public restaurant or toilet or anything. It means whenever anything which is dedicated to public society, so we should want to get there and we would want to also use it. And in Article 15, in three clues, there is a written anything which is that there is a special provision for a woman and a children. So we don't know about it that women are the it means women play a very crucial role in our society. It means they have the responsibility of their family and all the things. But we know that in a Varna system or in a past times, we know that it means they plays a very inferior to the boys or inferior to the men's. So these things for looking these types of a thing, our government will be understand, and then they have taken it means there are lots of act to upliftment of women and children. So it comes in Article 3 clues. And whenever we have want to talk Article 15 clues 4, so in them there is a special provision for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Not a it means there is a special provision for getting education to all the backward classes, all the castes which is coming in a backward classes. We know that these types of a caste which is marginalized from a society. So these are all the things which is written in Article 15, and I would also want to tell to all the students who are listening me that there is a Article 15 movie. So you should want to look that movie. Why? Because it is directed by the Ayushmann Khurrana. It means in that movie there is an actor Ayushmann Khurrana. So he plays a very vital role, and there's all the things regarding to Article 15. So yeah, it's now to talk about my opinion. What is the thing? We could not want to interfere in any of the thing which is the based on caste or religion. And it is also told by one thing about it means Mahatma Gandhi will be also tell one thing that Dalits are related to a Harijan. It means they are the people of God. So we should not want to do the discriminate between, why? Because they are also human and we are also a human. So these are the things. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Okay. Another related topic, or I would say a follow up of what previously Krishna was saying about secularism. So Article 15 and all the fundamental rights, right from Article 12 to Article 35, are very important. If you say about citizens' rights, they are guaranteed by the Constitution, and any infringement or non-compliance to these articles, one can go to courts and claim their rights. So it is very important, and it is very important in a perspective that uh, it becomes our biggest strength. So as Naman said about Article 15, there should not be any discrimination. So if there is some kind of discrimination, then there is a high chance that the right talent would not pop up rightly at right time. So if we are providing equal opportunities, for example, if we are providing reservations to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, so it is like it is not providing them some kind of privileges in society. It is that they are not yet at the level. So we are trying to make them at par with all the rest of the citizens who are having such facilities available through reservation system. So it becomes very important, and it is at very individual level also. It becomes very important that if you see a man of other religion, of other sex, or men of poor class, or who doesn't have anything or any resource to have their livelihood, so it is that we should be respecting that, and whatever way possible we should be helping that. Only by our efforts at our individual level will be, if our efforts are good, so we'll be providing our society a equal status. It is very important for our progress. Okay, good. Naman will be the next now.
Sir, I.
Yes, Om.
Sir, me.
Hello friends, good evening. Today I will tell you about sports. Sports are physical and mental activity. Sports are very necessary for health and fit. They offer change for the mountain of daily life. It is used for men of uh, interment, interment and physical activities. Sports are game help in change buildings. They give for energy and strength gains for sports are good for health. Uh, it respect the mind, the keep free for uh, their mental. It make for activity. Us games for sport are good values in your life and better better health. Games or sports are very necessary. They provide us the gift. Uh, sorry, sir. Exercise to the bodies as the whole bodies because activity. Physical activity is use very useful for delicious in this way. They not only physical for mind but also improve for uh, delicious. Fill the lung with poor air. They make the uh, student for activities and health activities. National Sport Day is celebrated on 29 August every year. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Okay, very well covered, Om. Sports are very important, especially when you are youth. So you should be having at least an interest in any of the sport, may it be indoor or outdoor. It not only makes you physically fit, but keeps your mental stamina at par. It keeps the mental diseases, which are the very frequent nowadays, the depression and all those things, which are related to our mind. So while playing, we all forget everything, and sports promotes the very basic and important thing in our life, that is uh, playing for a team, togetherness, or the spirit of sportsmanship. So sports teaches us everything, right from how to tackle the failures in our society, how we should be looking at the failures, how we should be working and promoting togetherness, and how we should be coordinating our efforts to look forward to win the game. So it is very important. Good, well covered home. Will be the next now.
Sir, may I?
Sir, may I?
Sir, may I?
Okay, Dhiraj, please.
So, hello everybody, myself Dhiraj from class 8. So, friends, today my topic is the one and only Indian Army. So, friends, as we all know, friends, as we know that on 14th April, 14th Feb, the Black Day is celebrated. So, in Pulwama side, our 40 soldier was died. So the Indian Army is a land-based branch and the largest component of the Indian Armed Force. The President of the Indian is the supreme commander of the Indian Army and professionally head of is the chief of Army Staff COAS with a four-star general. Two officers have been cons with the rank of a field marshal, a five-star rank, which is a position of great honor. The Indian Army originated from the armies of the East India Company, which eventually become the British Indian Army, and the armies of Army have delivered histories and have participated in number of battle and come around the world, earning many battles and honors before and after independence. The Prime Minister, the primary missions of the Indian Army is to ensure national security and national unity, to defend the nation from extreme against internal threats and beyond. It considered reserving national climates and other such as Operation Shaurya Hope and can also be implemented to cope with internal threats. It is the major cause of the internal threats. It is the major cause of national power. Alongside the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force, the Indian Army has been involved in four wars which nearby one with Pakistan and one with China. So friends, so thought of the day is either I will come back after hosting Tricolor or I will kept in it. So thank you friends and have a good day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Okay, Indian Army. I would say all the forces, Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, and all the paramilitary forces, all the forces, including the police forces of each state. So they plays very important in protecting our not only borders but internal securities at time needed. So it is very important, and I think good covered by Dhiraj. I would like to dwell upon something of Pulwama attack, because see, why these things are very important in our Indian geography, because we are always been countering to terrorism in the northeast or in the north, in the Jammu Kashmir. So it is like wasting our lot of energy in doing such things. We are actually providing some sort of budget to the military, and most of the budget and is getting utilized in countering these threats. And Pakistan, as mentioned by uh, first our first speaker, so it is like it is sponsoring always these terrorist activities. They are sending terrorists, they are providing weapons to them, and they are creating some sort of disturbances. So it is rightly affecting our development in that particular sector, and because of that, the peoples of that particular sectors will not be having equal quality of education and other facilities. So it becomes very important that this aspect of terrorism should be curtailed down, should be curbed completely. Okay, will be the next speaker now.
Sir, may I speak, sir?
Yes, who is this?
Sir, may I, Tanishka?
Yes, Tanishka, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening, friends. So today's my topic is essay on knowledge is power. Knowledge is something that will serve you your whole life. The most powerful thing in the world is knowledge because it can create and destroy life on earth. More, Moreover, knowledge helps us distinguish between humans and animals. Knowledge is the ability to use your knowledge to help others. There are few people out there who truly understand the importance of knowledge. Every educated person is not knowledgeable, but every knowledgeable person is educated. This statement may sound weird, but it's true. In today's world, almost everyone is educated. Still, they do not have knowledge of the subject that they have studied. Besides knowledge is something that helps us to helps your drive a car, ride a bike, solve a puzzle, etc. Knowledge is something that prevents us from making the same mistake twice. It is not something that you can buy from you have to learn it. The knowledge is something that increases the more you share it. It protects it protects your intellect, in, intellectual capital, that is your knowledge. Likewise, humans have used their knowledge to create things that we can't imagine a few centuries back. Centuries back, it helps us to convert our ideas into reality, and also it helps to us to reach the success that we desire in our life. Thank you, sir. Thank you, friends.
Okay, Tanishka, one pronunciation, it is intellectual. Okay, rest
Yes,
everything.
sir.
The difference between knowledge and education is rightly brought out by Tanishka. The things you keep on remembering or keep with you for a longer time is sort of referred as knowledge. Education, as mentioned by Tanishka, is never been called rightly been called as knowledge, because see, many of the things you learn you may forget, but knowledge remains at with you for a longer time, for whenever time you naman intellectual matlab one person having a good amount of intelligence. Okay. Okay. So I was talking about knowledge. Yes. So it is very important that what is important in your age right now, whatever you are studying, whatever you are getting knowledge, you not be remembering everything in life. But what is very important, that should be kept with you for a longer time. And this knowledge which you gain for up to standard 10, it will be very important for your future upcoming examination, all sort of competitive examinations, or whatever you want to be in your life. So it is very important that you keep focusing and keep gaining knowledge every day. Okay. Okay, now will be the next speaker now, Samiksha, I guess. Samiksha not ready. Who else? Komal.
Can speak, sir.
Yes, Komal, yes.
Good evening, everyone. Today's my topic is on inflation. Inflation is the pace at which a currency's value declines, and as a result, the general level of cost for goods and services rises. Although the price fluctuation of individual goods can easily be calculated over time, human interests reach well beyond one or two such products. To live a comfortable life, individuals need a wide and diversified range of goods as well as host of services. They include goods such as food grains, metals and fuels, electricity and transportation, utilities, and services such as healthcare, entertainment, and labor. Inflation attempts to calculate the aggregate effect of price increases on a diversified range of products and services. It enables the rise in the price of good levels and services in an economy to be measured at a single value over a while. Prices increases as a currency loss value, and it buys fewer goods and services. The general cost of living for the general population is influenced by this loss of buying power, which inevitably leads to a de-acceleration of economic development. In an economy, different factors can push prices or inflation. Inflation usually results from an increase in the cost of production or a rise in demands for goods and services. Um, the effect of inflation are the first effect of inflation is just another way of stating what it is. Inflation is a decrease in the currency purchasing power due to the economy wide increase in prices. The average price of a cup of coffee in a living memory was $1. Second one is buying now rather than later is a predictable response to a declining purchasing power. Cash will only lose value, so it is better to get your shopping out of the way and stock up on the things that are not likely to lose value. Third one is companies and individual can borrow cheaply to start a business, earn a degree, hire new workers, or buy a shiny new boat if rates are low. In other words, spending and investment are encouraged by low rates, which in turn generally stop inflation. The fourth one is there is some evidence that unemployment can be driven down by inflation. Wages tend to be sticky, which means that in reaction to economic changes, they adjust slowly. And the last one is a slumping exchange rate is generally associated with high inflation, but this is usually a case of the weakened currency contributing to inflation, not the other way around. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very well covered, Komal. Inflation to understand in a very simple language. To curb inflation, cash flow is very important in our society, right from a government to individual spending for purchasing various goods. If the cash flow is affected some sort of way by having, as various points given by Komal, by increase in cost of production or by increasing the demand or sometimes increase in transportation charges, the fuel prices. So all these things plays very important role in rising inflation. And in a global market, if we want to have a stable economy, if we want to encourage more and more investors in our economy, so a good amount of, means I would say, a good rate of inflation is always looked for. It is that there is certain limit, and beyond that, if the inflation rate crosses our country, then the outer environment or the outer businesses, the persons or the other countries will not, means will hesitate to spend in our country. So it becomes very important. You have seen the COVID pandemic, how the things were stopped, and because of that, our inflation rate was high. Okay, well covered, Komal. Will be the next speaker now.
Sir, may I?
Yes, Samiksha.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. My today topic is on banking system in India. The first paper note were issued by the private banks such as Bank of Hindustan and the presidency banks during late 18th century. The Paper Currency Act of 1861, the British government of India was confirmed the monopoly to issue proper notes in India. It was liquidated in 1832. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) is the Indian Central Bank, also known as the Bankers Bank. The RBI controls the monetary and other banking policies of the Indian government. Uh, in July 16, 1969, Six banks were nationalized: Punjab and Sindh Bank. Second is Vijaya Bank. Third, Oriental Bank of India. Fourth, Corporation Bank. Fifth, Andhra and other new Bank of the India. On February 10th, 1970, the Supreme Court held the act void, mainly on the grounds that it was discriminatory against the 14 banks and that the compensation proposed uh, to the paid by government was not fair compensation. A fresh audience was issued on February in 14, which was later replaced by Banking Company Acts 1970. Accounted for 85% banks deposits in the country at the time where the nationalization done. In 1980, six more banks were nationalized. These banks with deposits over four, four 500 in conformity with national policy objectives. Indira Gandhi highlighted the purpose of nationalization, removing control of the few, providing adequate credit for agriculture, small industries, and exports, giving a professional bent to bank management, encouraging a new class of entrepreneurs during her speech. Bank of Hindustan, a new defunct bank, is considered as among the first modern bank in colonial India. Founded in 1770, the founder was Alexander and Co. Headquarters is situated at Kolkata. Number of location is Bengal City. In India, the paper currency was first issued by British East India Company rule. The first paper note were issued by the private banks such as Bank of Hindustan and the Presidency Bank during the 18th century. The Paper Currency Act on 1861 British government of the India was confirmed the monopoly to issue paper notes in India. Thank you, sir.
Okay, a lot of statistics, Samiksha, and the statistics will be very important for your future examinations. When our first bank was established, which was the first bank to be get nationalized, when our Indian government issued the paper currency, all these dates and years are very important for your competitive examination. So well covered, Samiksha. Banking system plays a very important role at individual level because why? It is a guarantee to our whatever savings we have. So we look forward for banks to have as a guarantor to we will be safeguarding our monies. We could not store this money in our houses. There are always a theft of robbery or other kind of things. So we keep forcing a banking system. We also get some interest rates. So banking system, the nationalization and now privatization has been talked about. So it is very important. Okay, well covered. Will be the next now.
Yes,
Parth?
sir, may I?
Yes.
Yeah, so very good evening, dear friends. Today my topic is about the mind. Friends, mind is very essential for us, for human beings, because without mind we can't do anything. And there's a one question I always listen and hear that the question is my mind is weak. And suppose I also studies anything, so I didn't recall in a one time. I didn't fit in my mind that I didn't recall anything within one time, within two time, within three times. That just if I want to learn that, so just I have to studies maximum 10 to, not 10 times. There's I'm saying that just 8 to 10 times. So, dear friends, here I want to say that people, if they think that they tell us to whenever they want to recall anything, and uh, what I can say there, so that is the thing. They have not a strong mindset because your all the things depend on your cerebrum. If your cerebrum is a lot of stronger than, so then you can remember all the things, you can learn all the things, and not a one time, not two to three times, you can remember in within one time, and after you don't repeat of that thing. Just here there's a one psychologic of scientists, they also experiment that we are human beings, and whatever will learn, whatever we learn, that after that within 15 minutes, within 20 minutes, or within half an hour, 1 hour, we just forget. Suppose you learn all the things 100%, but after that 1 hour, 2 hours, and after that suppose one day you just recall that only 50 to 60%. So their scientists also speak that if you want to increase your cerebrum, so then you have to do the meditation. Yes, friends, meditation is the very useful for our brain, because friends, you think that we sleep that and our mind are fresh, but not, our mind is not fresh at that time. And there is even when you sleep also, there also your brain is working of the medulla is a very uh, what I can say, lot of small, and there is a lot of active whenever you sleep also that time. So just if you relax your mindset, so just you have to do the meditation. Meditation is very important, and after that when you meditation, so then you feel any relaxable, your mind is feel relaxable, and after that you can walk all the, you can walk and go out to the field. So just whatever there, you get atmosphere, there's different atmosphere to relaxable your mind. And after that when you study, when you want to study, so then all the things remember with in your mind, and just you don't to have to speak that, just I didn't remember, then you always feel that I learned that, I remember that. And one thing also there, mm, somebody say that somebody have also seen that I seen that, and I feel that because I also some kinds of things I also do that कि योगा से क्या होता है ना, what is the benefit about the yoga. So then after that when I also listen with my father, with my parents, so just I feel that, and I also feelings that there's mind is a lot of increasing with the yoga meditation, with the all the things. And one thing also, if you busy your cerebrum, so then after that your cerebrum's all a lot of active and a lot of stronger, because in a childhood your cerebrum is just developing. And if your cerebrum is fit only one time, suppose you always taking the mobile and playing the game, so then your cerebrum is not then your cerebrum is always set there, and there is 4 to 6 p.m. I have to playing the game, 4 to 6 p.m. I have to playing the game. Just your mind is think this one, your mind nothing will say that, nothing will thought that I will also have a many kinds of things, I have also do the some kinds of things. So just your cerebrum, you have to busy your cerebrum. If you cerebrum you're busy, so then your what I can say, then you also feel that my mind is developed. These are the things. Thank you so much.
Okay. Art, initially you referred that you takes a lot of time, maybe more than 3 4 times to read a particular thing and remember, and you yourself gave various solutions how to improve, and you also said that in the young age the cerebrum is keeps on developing. So I hope it is no more doubtful to you how to improve that stamina and mental abilities. Practice yoga and meditation, various other activities which keeps your brain active, and do not play games much. Parth.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so as rightly mentioned by some of the solutions you have given, so you should also apply in your life. If you are feeling that you are taking too much time to remember a particular thing, or you are getting, or you're forgetting the things sooner, so you yourself has given various solution, try to implement in your life. Okay, Parth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we'll be the next speaker now.
Sir, can I?
भैया
Yes, Naman.
भैया after Vaishali, there is one student whose I have added. So you should want to take him introduction. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Okay, भैया his name is what? After Vaishali, you could want to call him.
okay.
Okay,
Vaishali.
sir. Okay.
Yes.
Good evening, my dear friends and my dear sir. Today I will tell about the wood named as the red sandalwood. So, in the science, we call the red sandalwood Petrocarpus santallinus. Uh, and this wood, and we get this wood in India only. And do you know in which states the red sandalwood we get? The Andhra Pradesh and Tamil in the state of sorry, the state Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. This wood we get, and Chittur, Karnool, Kadpa, Nellora are these districts where the red sandalwood we get. And the uses of red sandalwood is that uh, the red sandalwood is used to make medicines and beauty products. And do you know the cost of one the red sandalwood? The cost of red sandalwood is 25 to 30,000 kilogram. And the smuggling, some people do smuggling of this red sandalwoods in foreign countries, mostly in China. And in 2 lakh hectares, the forest in the 2 lakh hectares the forest has been divided. And this red sandalwood is in so more security because its cost is very much. Thank you.
Okay, well covered. Very important, red sandalwood. And you mentioned about the cost. So by cost, you can all have the importance, how much it should be important. Various, not only medicinal products, Anita is there.
Where is what? What's भैया? Are you there?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good
My name is
evening.
Vats Gupta and I'm studying class 9. Can I participate in this?
Yes, you have prepared any topic?
I want to. No, sir. Next time I can try it.
Okay.
I am. This is my. This is my first attempt. First time I speaking this to some other person on meet. Then sorry, please, please.
Okay, no issues. From next time, you be regular and keep in touch with Naman. Join the sessions. Naman, send links to him, okay? And be
Okay,
regular.
भैया. Yeah, भैया, and I will also
Okay,
request
sir.
to
Thank you,
Jayant
sir.
भैया and Subodh to add.
What, Naman?
भैया, whenever Vats भैया is, it means he added regularly. So I should want to request to Jayant भैया or Subodh भैया to add in the group, or you.
Yes, you can send me the contact. I will add him in the group. Okay.
Okay, भैया.
Thank
Okay,
you,
anyone
sir.
left now?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome. Anyone left now?
Thank you, sir.
I think everyone is covered. Yes, okay. Sanjay sir, I would like to call you in.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good evening and Jai Hind, everyone.
Jain sir.
Jai Hind, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. I hope everyone is fine and taking care of health as well as doing studies. I am hearing you
Yes.
all and following you all. You're doing good. Everyone is improving. Today I saw with video on some of the speakers. Good. That is a good indication that your confidence is growing. Today, as a mark of tribute to Pulwama Shahid, let's speak something about a soldier's life. Today, otherwise, the world celebrated 14th Feb as Valentine Day, but since the time we faced that tragic incident, it it is painful. We lost brave soldiers. It was a dastardly attack. But let's speak about soldier's life. A soldier lives for Naam Namak Nishan. Let's understand this principle and ethos. A soldier, till his last breath, worships this principle, lives in letter and spirit, and follows it very, very religiously. Let's understand what is this living on the ethos of Naam Namak Nishan. A soldier is always keeping units or Paltan's izzat very high. And that is why a soldier is ready to die, sacrifice even life. Second is namak, worthy of salt. One should remember wherever one is working, one has to be worthy of that salt. Namak ka farz ada karna is seen in ultimate form in armed forces. And the last word is Nishan, keeping the national flag high or wherever, whichever flag you are representing, whether it is Paltan, whether it is brigade, division, corps, command, in army parlance, I am saying. But in generic sense, one has to live for that flag. Let's apply and pull wherever we are. In your student life, what is to be followed if you really want to worship and respect this philosophy, Naam Namak Nishan? Today you are in family, your family's Naam Namak Nishan, you can really live, worship. You should not be acting in any such way which brings disrepute to your family, parents, or brings shame to your family. In fact, we always endeavor to bring more honor to our family. That is naam. नाम बढ़ाना है, नाम रोशन करना है. A student who is really worried about family's name is going to be a great person tomorrow, because wherever that student grows and joins will definitely bring big name, not only for himself or herself, but for whichever organization that student is going to join once he or she grows up, including national level. Similar thing is, we should be worthy of our salt when we are staying in a family. We should be holding responsibilities with better sense. We should be behaving correctly the way it should be, or it should be expected from the ideal point of view. And the last one, today you are living under the banner of your family's flag, which may be notional, and one should be living for it. So when we say Naam Namak Nishan. Today, in the honor of Pulwama Shahid brave hearts, we must take some kind of resolution that I will be a soldier, whether I join uniform or not, but I will live or die for best of the traditions of humanity. And humanity, when I say, it includes soldierliness also. A good human being always lives by the principle of do or die for good cause, defending truth, defending honor, always look for pride, always serves with honor. So I request each one of you to understand this in letter and spirit, follow it whole life. The principle of living for Naam Namak Nishan, wherever you are. And I'm telling you, you will be always keeping your head high. And the organization, when I say organization, even today, a family is an organization for you. Tomorrow, you may be part of Indian Army, Indian Air Force, Indian Navy, or any organization of our nation. You may become IAS, IPS, you may become politician, you may become businessman, but this is applicable. Let's show some emotions as a human being and learn better things, because these emotions are very very big force. They make you better. Generally people don't understand and take it little negatively that one is emotional. I am of the opinion that emotive force is the biggest force. When someone gets really hurt, that person is dangerous because he is emotionally too strong now to bounce back. He will come back. He will come back. When I say he is now emotionally hurt, so he will become a very, very attacking force. Someday we will talk on this. What is emotive force? Okay, we will end here. I took little more time today because I wanted to give a message on this day where we all are little emotional about sacrifice of our brave hearts, and generally we offer our tribute, but let's take some resolutions for better cause. That will be the greatest tribute for such soul. Okay, Tejas, over to you. Bye. Jai Hind.
Jain sir.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye,
sir. Jai.
sir. Good night.
Jai Hind, everyone. Thank you for the session. And I hope you keep all the ethos in your mind, whatever Sanjay sir said. Naam Namak and Nishan. A soldierly activities in your civil life. Once you will join uniform, you will be definitely doing that. But even though today you are not wearing uniform, you should be applying the ethos in your life, and you should be always defending what sir said, honor and pride of your family as an organization or your schools and wherever you are working in or studying in. Okay, so good. Nice session.
Bye sir, Jai Hind.
Okay.
Jai Hind.
Jain.
Jai Hind sir, bye.